Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Words with Alban. Okay, so I'm going to try and give you the theory of everything from our ancestors. Okay. Yes. This will be unlike any other video you have seen before. This video, this is very difficult to say and quite bold of me, but I will do it either way. I think that we all deserve to know any lost knowledge that might be of interest to us today. Yes. So this won't be the regular type of video that you're used to. This won't be just linguistic, religious, spiritual, historical, scientific. So it won't be only one of them. It will be them all. Okay. So we will. I will try to incorporate everything and give you the theory of everything. Okay. So yes, this is quite bold. This is quite crazy, but here it is. So before I begin, I just need to make clear. Sorry, I just have to use I now henceforth because there are no we. There is just I. I speaking and you who is listening. But you call yourself I as well. So so there is only one I. Okay. Now, let's begin with life. What is life? Okay. Now, the immediate understanding or the mainstream understanding of life today is that that life is a life form, right? We're looking at life form, and we call it life. We look at this form, we call it life. We look at this plant right back here, and we call it life. And this one, and everything out there as well. But that is incorrect. That is not life. That is a life form. This is a life form. This is a life form. This is a life form. All these are life forms. Okay. So life is inside the form. Okay. Yes, life is inside the form. So that is the difference between life and a life form. Okay, now we just clarify that so that there can be no confusion. So the life inside this form and every other form must be the same life because it is energy or energetic. And the moment the body, the life form, the form is unable to hold the light, the form drops. The form drops and you're dead, right? But well, your form is. For as long or for as much as we know, only the form dies. And we know that because we see that life is continuing. Despite all these forms that have died, life is not stopping. Yes, life is not stopping. The trees are still growing. New ones are still coming. This whole cycle of birth and death is unending. It is unending. Yes. Now, let's go back to what is now this theory, what it goes around, because I need to I just need to state some facts now first, so that we can all agree on. Well, so that we can all agree on what it is that I'm saying. So first, we got it out of the picture what the distinction between life and a life form is. So life is inside the form. Life is not the form, right? Because we see life continuing. Yes. So okay. So that is out of the picture. So we know that now. Okay. And then what is? And then we need to look at what is absolute. What is absolute in existence? Right. What is unending? What is it that is not ending here? And well, existence is not ending. Not that we know of either way. So now we have that. So you could say that existence, life, because they are pretty much the same thing, is trapped in form. So existence itself is trapped in you, in this form. And it is expressed as a man or a woman. Yes. What else is absolute? What else is absolute? Now. 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 Now is absolute. Time does not exist. Only movement does. Time is only the measurement of movement. We have only measured a movement of something and called it time. But that is not time. That is simply movement. But now exists. And now is the only thing there is. Everything happened now. Because everything, even time is happening now. Because we're measuring time in now. Now is the only thing that is absolute. Time is not absolute. So time does not pass and thus belongs to the life form. Yes. Yes. Okay. So we have a life and a form of life. This form is relative to time. But this life inside of you is not. This life inside of you, this light inside of you, which is where we got the word life, because it was perceived as light once upon a time. Yes. Now, so this light that you are, that we all are, that is trapped inside this form, has traveled a long way. Okay. So let's call, wait, I don't know where to begin, okay? Because this is such a big theory. This is, and only you will be the judge of whether this is a theory or whether it is the truth. Okay. So we have we have two phenomena in existence. Well, let's begin with the first one. So this whole theory is based on our language and our development of our own being and existence. So this development is what has led to this theory. Our development reveals that we worshipped light, that we worship light, and this was not any type of light. Yes, yes. Okay. So our ancestors worshipped light and called it God. But this was not just simply light. This was the light from the first star. So I'm going to share something now that is profound, that I don't really know how to share it because it is so profound. I should be bowing. I should be on the floor to have even realized anything like this. But here it is. So Father, God, light, alludes to a phenomenon that exists in existence. Okay? So there is apparently a star. Okay? Like not a regular star, not like these stars. These stars will die. These stars are different. They're small, very, very small. Okay? Yeah. Yes. So we were not far off with Big Bang. The Big Bang Theory is a very good estimation of what has happened, or a good assumption, or hypothesis, or theory, whatever you want to call it. But it is not the entire truth. You see, there is not one bang. There are infinite bangs. Because it's not really a bang. It is a big, infinite, endless, eternal, undying star. And that star made every star in existence. It was and is the Big Bang. And this star, from its mere weight, of its own heaviness, created the next biggest thing in existence. It created an infinite, undying, endless black hole. A void so deep it will never end. And these two phenomena that exist far, far, far back in time, far away from us, are trapped. As this form. So this Father, this God, this male principle, the star, always shooting out, shooting out, eternally into this void, into this womb, this woman, creating worlds beyond our imagination, and creating finally us. And this first light and this space, this dance, this attraction, this love, is trapped within. Okay. So mom and dad are apparently a star and a black hole. And our ancestors knew that. They knew, or they realized it, because they saw the stars and they saw the sky, and they began mapping the sky and the stars very early on. And in their calculations, they discovered that we one day will not be linked to the star, that we will fall so deep in creation that we will lose connection to that star, to that light, to the heartbeat, in all things, in all things. And that is what happened. But they discovered more. They discovered that space was growing exponentially. And that this drift would speed up. This loss of touch or connection to the one sun. And this knowledge, this truth, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, in all our religions, in every spirituality. The cross is the light. So is the star of Judah. So is the moon, reflecting of that light in Islam. So is the wheel in Buddhism. So is every symbol of faith, of God, of creation, of divinity, of sacredness, of those two phenomena. Everything belongs to them, to mom and dad. But religion made darkness evil because they did not understand what darkness was. And neither did we until we saw a black hole for the first time. So for the first time, Dad, in the sky or in your heart, saw Mom, the black hole, matter, mother, fully. He had never seen her before. Now Father, the Son, he knows everything. He sees everything because he's the light. He's the first light, so he has seen everything, right? And he wants to know everything. He loves knowing. He wants to know everything. He wants to create everything. He doesn't want to own everything. He gave creation their own will. But their will can never stray away from mom and dad, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. Fortunately. Because, well, their dance is pretty much leading us. We're part of this dance, this song. And now father knows her. And she loves, the problem was that nobody knew mom. Nobody knew the black hole. Nobody knew darkness. And everybody was afraid of darkness. So the devil came in. And the idea of hell, of fire. But this fire is in fact just our dad, the eternal star that we will meet when we die. But mother, matter, created the body. Without her, there would be no space to hold this light. So she is the predators, the colors, the poison. She is all the insects. She is everything that does not look so bright. Father is everything that looks bright. Mother is everything that does not look bright. She loves the darkness. She loves the warmth. And she even doesn't know what she wants or who she is. Even she didn't know who she was. Because she's a black hole. She can never know who she is. Well, now she can. Now she can. Yes. I will explain why as well. But, so this is where we are now. Our ancestors knew the space would grow. And they knew that we would lose the touch with the one star. And so they built the pyramids to remind us. Because the pyramids are pointing to the black hole. The opening, or where we fell, where this first light that we are. It is this light that is speaking and listening. And it has traveled a very long time. It has traveled since forever. Only to become what is speaking. So this animal body is made of two things. Mother, matter, mind, but also light, life, spirit, father. So there you go. So the myth of the fall of creation, or myth of the fall from grace, well, it's real. It just didn't happen the way that the religion people or the religions have taught us. It happened literally as light fell into this black hole that is mom, that we exist in. And thankfully we do, because if we were to return to father, we would all burn. We would all die, because his life is too great, too powerful. So he will incinerate us. And thankfully, when the cycle returns, that the light will hit our black hole again, a new cycle will begin. So you will never die. There will be no death for you, because there can't be. Where would you go? Where could you possibly go? So nowhere. You can go nowhere. There will be nowhere for you to go. You will always be here, but you will always forget. You You will always forget who you are. And then once upon a time, there will come a person who reminds you, who ignites you, who puts you, who sets you ablaze, who reminds you of who you are, of this power that is within you, of this love, of this light. Oh, that was my air condition. Sorry if I startled you there. But yes. So, let's sum it. So, a big star is the biggest thing in creation and the first thing. And it is undying. It is absolute. It will never die. It will not stop. It cannot stop. It is eternal. So science, yes, there is truth after all. And then this star created this black hole. It penetrated it. It penetrated space and time. It penetrated its own barriers. It became so big. It only grew and grew and grew and grew, this star, because it didn't want to be alone. So it wished for someone to share existence with. And so it did. It found it. It found mom, her, she, female. The black hole, the void, the womb. And he has forever since put light in her, impregnated her with light. And this light would break her up, creating space, time, all the dimensions, all the colors, everything that would follow. Until me and you arose. So yes, so there you have it. Now we have united religion and science. So God exists, just not like a judge, but as an actual phenomenon that is creating everything. And he is not alone. He is with mom, with mother, with matter, with space. And she is not evil. She may be scary. She may be the source of all the predators. But she's beautiful. She's loving. She's unconditional. She loves them all. Was father, well, he was a bit afraid. Yes. he became he became the prey. Yes. So now we have united them. So evil does not exist. The devil does not exist. There are evil actions, evil thoughts, evil words. And there's ignorance causing evil. But not true evil. True evil does not exist. It never has and it never will. And yes, that was it. That was it. So this spark is the love between mom and dad. It is what is keeping us all here. Without it, there would be. So yes, without it we will all die, or none of us would exist. It's as simple as that. So it won't be you. It won't be God who judges you. It will be you. You must judge you. You must judge yourself because you are everything. You are everyone. Well, you just don't know it yet. But you are everyone, truly. You just can't experience everyone at the same time. You have to experience one in one. But it's all you. And so you must judge yourself. There will be no hell, no judge. It will only be you experiencing yourself from everything you have done and everyone you have inflicted. Okay? So the pure of heart, the myth of the pure of heart, only the pure of heart may see God, is then light as a feather, right? So when you die, your heart will be measured against the feather. Why? To see if you were pure of heart. What is it to be pure of heart? To be one, to not hold on to anything, to not believe in anything, to be one with all, with mom and dad, with love, with love. So thank you for listening so far. This has not been easy for me to say. I have tried to, but I've deleted it many times. I truly wish us all to know, because time is right. We should all know now what we are and where we came from. So thank you. Thank you for listening so much. Yes, thank you for listening. Thank you so much for listening. And have a good day or evening wherever you are. Cheers.